Yes, you read the title right. GS may be out here scamming their player base. Well, they already acknowledged it, but I guess it's not really a scam then because you're still getting what you summoned for. Well, not technically. And you may be like, oh,
What are you talking about? And if you
tuned into yesterday's stream on my channel. It was an amazing stream. A lot of stuff happened. We had summons, tons of stuff, tons of craziness. And one of the things that came out of that stream was that we realized in the equipment summon, Finn Aloha Shorts is not actually in the summon. Even though on the banner picture, it shows Finn Aloha Shorts on the banner, so you would automatically assume it is in said banner. And if you actually go into the ALK summon and you scroll all the way down to support, you will quickly see and notice that there is no Finn Aloha Shorts in the details. Not only that, there's no rates for the ALK summon either, which I thought had to be a thing in terms of like individual rates. So what is like, the rate of me getting this out of everything? Like I said in yesterday's stream, Apple and Google may have told every game developer that you have to put rates in your game if you have a gacha mechanic. Don't mean the rates have to be correct though. Yes, sir. And Eric has already came out and acknowledged this from the global team. Apparently they're not in office right now, but they said this will be fixed as soon as they're able to get back to it. And it could also be it's the weekend, so everybody may be off. It's kind of wild because what happens if the server blows up over the weekend? Like, anybody ever think about that? Who's going to fix that? Larry? The cable guy? But they have not stated exactly what they're going to do to fix this, or if there's going to be any type of compensation. I know some people may have wondered because this has happened in the past with other gacha games. GS isn't the first to do this, by the way. And usually whenever something like this happens, there's usually what is called a rollback or a refund of some kind due to false advertisement because you were summoning for something that you thought you were going to get and you weren't going to get it, and that is extremely illegal. And that's usually what they do to pay back their player base and kind of be like, hey guys, let this one slide. Don't report it to the cops for the love of God. And that's usually what they do to kind of like, screw their player base all over and be like, hey, you know what? Hey, it's all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it again. I don't know if GS is going to do that for this specific banner because technically the All-Star ALK banner that you see here with all the summer equips and all of the Godzilla equips is actually to an extent the same banner that is on the Godzilla equip summon. Every single summer equip I think should be in this gacha equip, or at least like the main characters, not like the saga characters. So like Reyes, Elise, Mira, stuff like that. I think even Rishley stuff is in there. So I don't know if we're going to get a refund of some kind in that regard. So if people spent like actual crystals on the equip banner, we'll get that. I think more so, if anything, we may get our ALK back if we summon on the All-Star ALK banner because Finn Aloha Shorts isn't there, and that seems like the most logical thing to do. It'd be like, oh snap, well, having somebody was summoning for Finn Aloha Shorts and it's not there, even though we thought we put it in there and we didn't. That seems to be the most logical thing to me. But of course, GS and logic is not one and one sometimes, so we have to think of other alternatives they would probably do. It also is possible too they give us 5 crystals and be like, our apologies. That's the timeline we're living in. Is more than likely we only get 5 crystals and that's it. So there had to be somebody out there that actually went pretty deep, be like, oh my god, Finn Aloha Shorts is on the ALK banner, probably used a good bit of ALK stones and wind up not getting anything. I really hope they at least refund people's ALK that were spent on the ALK summon banner, because if they don't, to be honest, it's going to be extremely weird and a very like a spit in the player's face or the spit in the community's face and whenever something like this happens. Because what happens if this was a crystal banner, right? What happens if this was actually a unit banner and you were summoning, and let's say Vox was apparently supposed to be in the banner, then he wasn't in there and people spend all their currency and then they look in the banner like, oh snap, he's not in there. So yeah, my advice to everybody going forward, especially with All-Star ALK or All-Star banners in general, always make sure that what you're summoning for is in the details tab, because if it's in the details tab, more than likely it's actually in the banner. Just go off of what's on the actual banner itself, because if you do, there's a chance that something may have happened, it's not actually in there at the moment, or the case may be. Hopefully we don't actually have to use that advice to the fullest, so we don't have to worry about this type of stuff in the future. It is kind of crazy though to me. They're just gonna wait and kind of let this blow over till like Monday. This is a very massive problem. Like, what happens if somebody doesn't watch YouTube or doesn't really keep up to date with Discord, that has like just a group of friends they play GS with, and they're all trying to get Finn Aloha Shorts, and then they realize it's not even in the banner and they get mad and won't start the game or something? I mean, I feel like people's done that before, but still, not everybody I feel like is in the know nowadays, especially when it comes to mobile games in general. A lot of people are very casual and they just get on the game and just play. So hopefully everything turns out all right. Hopefully there will be some type of compensation or reimbursement for people who spent ALK stones on the All-Star ALK banner, because this is kind of the biggest mess up they've ever did for a release, I want to say. I don't think they ever done this in the past, and if they did, I forgot about it. But yeah, for you guys that got Elk Stones, not saying that it's confirmed, but it is very possible you guys are going to get some type of compensation for the All-Star Elk banner. That doesn't mean for everybody to go spend their Elk on the All-Star Elk banner. Don't do that. That just means those that did spend, I hope to God that y'all get something, some type of compensation for your Elk, some type of rollback, maybe. That's gonna be it for me. Tell me down below what you guys think of this whole fiasco. I hope that we get some type of compensation, or at least the players that did spin on the Elk banner. I didn't spin on the Elk banner at all, but I know I would have been pretty pissed if this was actually the case for the paid banners and stuff, especially after yesterday's summons and everything. I would have been extremely mad if I was summoning for something and it wasn't in there, even though it stated that it was in there. But guys, thank you all for coming out again. It's been your boy P. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. And last but not least, man, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.